Hey Collective, how are you all? Evie and I are doing good. Thank you all for being here, for spending time with us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Collective. So let's tap in, guys, and let's see what we need to know about for this reading. We got a clown union, a third-party clown union. Twin flame. A twin flame third-party clown union going on. The fuck? They're humiliated and feel ashamed because of a third party that they got hooked up with. A fallen twin. They're regretting what they've done since you separated from this person. I'm crying. I'm sorry. Oh, that's just so funny how that just came out to me. And if you're not healed with that yet, I promise you'll get to this point. Keep going. Oh, God. The family and commitment, it was a facade. With whoever they got in some kind of a third party with, they're very triggered right now. They've got hidden motives and weird behavior. Oh my goodness. They could have started a family with someone just to like feel safe after you separated from someone that you were in a union with, and they cheated with a third party, secretly hooking up the other woman, having you in a love triangle situationship here. Now they feel ashamed because they're embarrassed and they're humiliated because of who they got hooked up with. They built a foundation with this person and they're just putting on a front. They're just this person's a people pleaser. They're acting weird because they're triggered. They could have gotten caught in the act with a third party. You could have caught this person and then could have tried to even work it out with this person, but you got evidence of this person cheating, and that's why this separation occurred. This person could be obsessing over you, clinging. They won't let go because they actually appreciate you, but they don't ever want to admit it. So instead of admitting that they appreciate you and just moving on, they just want to seek revenge because they're fucking childish. Yeah, they were childish, and out of revenge, they wanted to get even because you caught them. They didn't want to get caught. They wanted to seek revenge because you caught them in the act. Partner to partner, unsafe decisions. They were not thinking. They took a risk and they did something. You became very guarded towards this person. You had past trauma with this person. You were defensive. They broke your heart. It could have put a blockage in your heart chakra for a little while. You were protecting you and your children from this person. They were very immature. You built up walls around your heart. We've got air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Someone's triggered with whoever they left you for and got into a commitment with. They're triggered now because they're not happy. I feel like a dumbass because they are. And they get to fuck off. Just saying. Boy, I'm feeling feisty as all get out right now. What the fuck? That's what you get. That grass was astroturf, bitch. Clarified clown. That's what you get. Queen of Pentacles. Secretly fucking around with some clown on a Queen of Pentacles energy here. Sacrifice this union. Being an emotional manipulator. Queen of Pentacles is stable, secure. They can be wealthy, abundant. They can manage their household, pay their bills. They're very grounded. They're nurturing. They make a house a home. They like to cook. They'll feed you. They'll take care of you. They'll nurture you. Very motherly energy. Very caring and nurturing energy. like this 5 minutes exactly on the clock, major changes occurred, and this person was very manipulative towards you emotionally. They pulled on your heartstrings while they were out running around holding up some kind of an appearance, which was a total facade, putting on a front. You could have noticed that they started acting weird. You could have picked up on the behavior and knew that something was going on here because something in this person's energy was off. Third parties on social media so that they can get their wishes fulfilled with the 9 of Cups, creating love parties and relationships, secretly hooking up with people that they met online. Clarifying twin flame, we've got hidden enemy here. Creating all kinds of confusion and illusion. Wanted your head all up in the clouds. Separation, we've got a King of Cups energy. Being left out in the cold with 5 of Pentacles. And the King of Cups reverse is definitely emotionally manipulative. They're cold-hearted. They're cruel. This person could have turned very mean and cruel towards you and walked away and left you out in the cold and just went silent, was very distant from you so that they could start a family and build a foundation somewhere else. They could have married this person, or it could have been some kind of long-term commitment that they got in whenever your union ended with this person because of them cheating. Divine guidance. This person is obsessed. Clarifying family. We have divine guidance. So you are following your guidance. Spirit told you to get away from this person. They're obsessed with you. Under commitment, we have a karmic connection. So this twin was a karmic fallen twin or karmic soulmate here. They taught you some serious lessons on your journey here. This commitment with this karmic left you in the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. It was fucking painful. Putting on a facade to you, Empress. You had to defend and protect yourself against this weirdo here who was a karmic twin, and their weird behavior with their hidden motives. They're fucking triggered because you're coming out as the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and you walked away. You spoke your truth. You chopped the head off this bitch and you walked out. You bounced. So that way you could be given what you're supposed to receive, because you definitely weren't getting it from this person. You moved on to calmer waters. And you took one hell of a journey with this person, coming out as the wounded warrior with the 9 of Wands here. This person put you through fucking hell, and they were out exploring their passion, secretly cheating and fucking around. The Empress and the Emperor here. So this was, you know, a karmic twin or a karmic high-level soulmate in your life. Being an energy vampire with their passion here. The karmics. And then rushing back home to their earth angel that they were just leaving in the 10 of Wands, completely fucking burdened. Your love is pure. Pure, unconditional, white magic love is what you were given to this person. And they were a fool, out collaborating with people that they were meeting and hooking up with online. This person's wand is now defeated. You healed from this. They're not coming back towards you with this Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, big dick energy. You made that announcement that they get to fuck off. They could be trying to come towards you and sleep with you. They were out sleeping with everyone else. You were investigating, trying to figure out who they were screwing around with. It's totally a false person, putting on a front with their facade. Now they're worried. They got worried that you were going to find out, that they were worried that you found out they were with some trash box skank hoe here when you were this person's divine partner, and they threw it away. They made an offer to this third party to plan for their future together, for long-term happiness, to build a family together with the 10 of Cups. And they walked away from a high priestess. You knew what the hell was going on with this person. You are innocent. If there's some kind of court situation, you're going to be found innocent if you have some kind of court situation with this person. This person was investing in their toxic, obsessive devil energy with the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, investing in non-stop, constant illusions regarding their sneaky, deceptive King of Wands, sexually deviant, emotionally manipulative Knight of Cups behavior with their love offers, with their romance. And they could have trapped you in a situation with them, making you think that they were committed to you. Yeah, that you were in agreement to be in a Two of Cups partnership union with them, Queen of Cups. Because the King of Cups is out here. The Emperor, the Empress, and the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. You could have tried to balance something out with this relationship and tried to fix it and make it work. And thinking, you know, maybe things would work out, but it wasn't. It didn't work that way. Divine justice came in. This person, they had to leave. We got the Eight of Wands and death. So it was like a very painful, very fast, out of the blue, blindsided you out of nowhere ending came in. And you had to really follow your divine guidance here. You could have had a family established with this person, and they were just out screwing around with third parties here. Wow. Well, they're triggered. They had you triggered. This fallen twin here, or fallen soulmate. Not everyone is a twin. You flip it how it resonates. Okay. I was drawn to these two decks. What do we need to know from here, Spirit? What caused this to happen? Like, what happened here for this energy to come in like this? What happened in this situation, please? What do we need to know that went on behind the scenes so that healing can occur? Someone's triggered. If you're triggered, that means that you need to be healed. Okay? So don't go off and go crazy on the trigger. Realize that that trigger is a response. A denial of the truth. When you're triggered, someone could get to their breaking point and snap because they're triggered. They could have been rebounding, okay, and ran off into saying that they just wanted to find themselves and bounce around. This person could have had poor self-esteem and insecurities, okay? So they wanted to find themselves. All they did was create chaos and confusion in everyone's lives here. This person could be in a deep, dark depression right now, and they're triggered. They're denying the truth. They don't want to face themselves. They can't be tamed. They're wild as hell. They're having nightmares. They can't sleep. They're at their breaking point with these nightmares. They're out rebounding, fucking around all over the place. They can't be tamed. They could have said that they were just trying to find themselves, but they're just full of deception. They're a trickster. They lie constantly. They're a pathological liar. And this person was very insecure, and they stabbed you in the back with this emotional manipulation and bullshit over here. You were so confused. You didn't see this coming. They put heavy burdens on you. The Ten of Swords. And I remember seeing the Ten of Wands. It was a very painful ending. And this person's, you realized how fake this person was. And it was really painful ending. Because you had unconditional white magic love for this person. It was like pure, beautiful love that you had for this person. And they really hurt you. They really betrayed you, and it was very painful. And then with all the emotional manipulation and everything that came out, it made it even worse. What do we need from here? Tell me about this emotional manipulator. Clarify this. Sacrificing this union. Being emotionally manipulative. Someone was desperate for dates. You have got me fucked up right now. Oh my God, they're desperate for a date. I'm in a bind and I don't have anyone else to reach out to. I'd love to get together sometime and learn more about you. Goodbye. The time has come to part ways. So this person was like desperate for attention because they were curious about what was going on with someone else. I'm intrigued and want to learn more from someone that they knew from their past. I still haven't gotten over what occurred in their past. They could have rekindled like a relationship with someone from their past. They welcomed this person into their life, and it was great news. I want you to know your presence is appreciated. I can be a safe space for you. I have something amazing to tell you, and it's about the future. But it was a trick. I'm thinking ahead and wondering what our relationship will be like in the future. I have ill intentions and maybe planning on deceiving you. My intentions are pure and I only want to improve your life. Total contradiction and definitely manipulation here. They could come toward you with some kind of a fucked up, tricky apology here that's bullshit. I'm still not over what happened and would appreciate an apology. It could have really triggered this person when you caught them. And if someone's from their past here, they could have been mad at you that you didn't want them spending time with someone that they could have even grown up, like, had throughout their past or from their childhood or something like that. I'm seeing the Six of Cups in my mind. They could have been saying that they were doing one thing, but there was a whole other plan that was going on here. They were planning for the future and sneaking around a hidden enemy behind your back, keeping you confused, manipulating and love bombing and gaslighting so that they could try and remain undetected until they could do what they were trying to do here. I'm feeling like secretly plotting and planning behind the scenes of how they were going to move to the next situation here that they were secretly hooking up with. God, what a piece of shit. You know, why the hell do you have to cheat? Why can't you just be fucking honest and be an adult and say, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm getting ready to go start fucking somebody else, okay? It's done. I mean, be honest instead of doing shit like this and destroying people's lives and their hearts. People are such cowards. Just be fucking honest. It is so disgusting to me that people act like this, because I know it sure as hell happened to me. It's just ridiculous. People are ridiculous, collective. God almighty. Sorry, I got pissed. It's just insane how people want to act so immature and childish. Clarify up in the clouds with this hidden enemy twin or soulmate here. Tell me about what they were trying to keep up in the clouds. Poverty, and it came out sideways. Could have been acting like they were broke and didn't, and that they could have been sneaking and saving up money and acting like they were broke and didn't have extra money because it was going to this courtship that they were playing around with this third party. And who they could have children involved in this as well, creating a family unit with someone that has children. Making a major change here. Trying to keep someone up in the clouds. This person was a thief. They could have been stealing money and from your household. This person could have stolen money out of your house in order to journey and get a house with someone else, traveling to pick up someone's children, changing the entire pathway. Both of their pathways changing, and your pathway, you followed your divine guidance and got out of this. You were concerned. You felt something was off in your energy. You knew that you were being manipulated. You didn't want anything else to do with this. You started investigating and you found proof. Ten of Swords. Main male with a courthouse could be dealing with a very painful ending right now because of this commitment that they got in. They could have gotten into a marriage with the courthouse, a soulmate energy, sharing goals, long-term happiness, a karmic connection, and the Ten of Swords. Great news about the future, and it's nothing but a trick to get to land this person in court to possibly trap them in a marriage. It was a trick. They could have been talking while they were at work or inviting this person to their work, and it was a secretly hooking up at this person's work. the main male here. To be lovers. Something's going on in the courthouse. They could have even gotten married. The distant horizons. The main male is going to get a message of concern that's coming in. A main female could be expecting them to come towards them here in this energy. They're triggered because of something that's going on here. They could be concerned because what they were secretly doing behind the scenes is being revealed and coming out, and you know what they did because they totally stabbed you in the back. It was, you called this person out and they were gaslighting you. It was total deception. They lied. They were trying to trick you. And they could have affected your self-esteem and your insecurities in yourself, creating abandonment wounds to be triggered. Let's clarify secrets. Desperate secrets. I'm in a bond and I don't have anyone else to reach out to. I'd love to get together sometime and learn more about you. The past, very nostalgic energy was created here. They could have parted ways for some time, could have reconnected on social media. I was drawn to Facebook and it was like a wish come true. What are the secrets here? That they made a bad choice. And they don't want to hear it. They know that they fucked up because they got with a toxic person that they were cheating with. And now they're depressed. A deep, dark depression is going on. Keeping you a secret from the police. You're copycat here. This person could end up, whoever they got hooked up with, could have gotten arrested here and have some kind of court situation. Yeah, they discarded you and you told this person to check themselves as they walked out the fucking door. They were lying, manipulative, and very controlling. And you already knew what was going on with this person. You knew that they were playing you. That's why you said game over, that you weren't doing it anymore. This person could have had a problem with this right here. That could have, I was drawn to a desperate secret. They feel ashamed. They're humiliated. I don't want you to see me like this. Will you help me? My whole world is falling apart. It's falling to pieces. We can just use protection and I'll fulfill whatever fantasy you want. And you just walked up and set the record straight with this person and said, I know that you're fucking not to be trusted. I know that you're a liar and I know that you're cheating and sneaking around behind my back trying to keep this relationship private from me. You're tired of the drama. You could have popped off on this person and everything blew up and you parted ways. Pregnancy test just keeps wanting to show there's children involved or someone could have gotten someone pregnant. And bank failure keeps wanting to show as well. Someone could have been really broke and needed help, and whoever you were with could have left you to go be with this person and their kids. That's what happened to me. And they were just putting on a show. They were being emotionally manipulative. And then they destroyed you. They fucked you up inside. It fucking hurt. They left you completely broken in the Ten of Swords. And kicked you to the curb for a promiscuous karmic here that was sleeping with your man. This person's very insecure. That's why they were desperate for a date. They were dying for attention. Maybe you were tired of giving this person attention. Yeah, a divorce, breaking the contract, breaking the soul contract here. And then you just started being very cautious and guarded around this person. You knew that they were fake. You couldn't trust this person, and whatever apology they came towards you with flowers or whatever the fuck they tried to do, you knew it was fake. You knew this person was a hater and you got rid of them. You didn't want anything else to do with it. They're full of envy. It's karmic they got hooked up with. Yeah, you were mind blown and absolutely mortified and totally confused that they wanted this karmic over you, and you had no choice but to accept it. And yeah, you got really fucking mad and you got really fucking sad. It blew your mind. You loathe this person. You loathe this karmic that they got hooked up with. You can't stand each other. Ruthless is numbing themselves because they were infatuated with, and curious. Curious came out twice. They were so curious about this person. They were that desperate. It was just, it was disturbing. You're this beautiful little empowered, enlightened being that people like. And it was just disgusting how nasty they got towards you. They became aggressive and you were just repulsed and completely turned off by this person. They just completely turned you off after this point. And then here comes all the stress with the Ten of Swords. Well, miserable on the bottom of the deck. It made them happy. If you were miserable, fucking assholes. They are so guilty. Oh my God, they're so guilty. So whenever you called them out, you could have been dreading confronting it, and because you knew that they were guilty, and they got really hateful and really exasperated towards you, acting like you didn't know what the hell you were talking about. They could have even laughed in your face. I know that's what happened with me. Yeah. Didn't end well. Furious with rage. Yup. Accurate. That's just crazy. Yeah. You took a break. Yeah, you paused your sweetness. It was on total fucking pause. You were like, yeah, you can get out of here, okay? I don't want anything else to do with you. People could have been plotting that you were victorious, that you finally got rid of this person once they finally got out of your energy, because this person was a piece of shit. They treated you like shit and they cheated on you. Drawn here. Clarify divine guidance. You made a vow and a promise to follow your divine guidance from Spirit. Please get me out of this. Saving up your money, you know. Sleeping good at night. Spirit reached out and you were collaborating with Spirit and with the universe to help you, to show you kindness and mercy, because you were scared whenever this happened, okay? Having to plan and reorganize your entire life, trying to manage things. There could have been some kind of a court case here even. This person was very strategic on how they were moving. They were a hidden enemy, keeping you totally confused. Clarify social media with third party. Secret hookups because they were curious, wanting to learn more. With an alliance of people that they thought that they could trust, that they, third parties that they're compatible with, compatibility. Strategically planning someone to be with someone that they felt that they were compatible with. They were preparing for a prompt arrangement. They were getting ready for it. They were working behind the scenes. Hiding behind some kind of an online community. Hiding, wanting privacy. Well, they got to live and learn now. Whatever connection they got hooked up with. Out fulfilling the fantasies that were rolling through their mind. That it's got them in a huge fucking mess. Death. Could be a literal death or just a nasty ending with confinement. Somebody could even get life in prison here. They're furious because they thought that their stability was going to be better over here with the karmic. They were seeking advice from people, asking them what to do. Being hesitant, not knowing exactly how or when to move forward, worried and confused about the decision that they made. They ended up getting hooked up with this third party who was a hidden enemy, flirting with them, getting into a possible marriage here. It's a nightmare. They're suffering now. They're depressed. They can't stand this commitment that they've gotten themselves in. Someone could have had a problem with substance abuse here, and they're in withdrawals and really stressed out. There's an entity attachment going on. This entity was excited because they trapped this person and they won, getting this person away from you, but it was divine guidance came in. It was divine justice for this person to get out of your energy so that you could heal. There could have been a nasty fight, and, you know, there could have been apologies that were given. If it was, it could have been a fake apology. Alright, let's close out. Let's see what we need to know. What does the collective need to know? Close this out, please, Spirit. What do we need to know about this right here? Trust your intuition when traveling. Okay, be aware of your surroundings. A karmic femme could be getting arrested, going to jail while they're out driving around in the community. Could end up in the courthouse, could get arrested, trying to change something that's happened in a court situation. Could be blocked and have no access to their family. Close this out. It's definitely an op that it was an achievement for them to take this relationship away. And now they're concerned. They're concerned because you're a starseed and you're so protected. They're obsessed with you. This twin, they're sending you the evil eye because they fell. And you were this sweetheart. And they left you in a state of poverty. They stole from you. This person stole from you. Now, this is not going to be for everyone, but what is right here, right now, is this person stole to keep you into a impoverished state. They were sitting behind, this Ice King, sitting here expecting their pathway to move forward, and you didn't even know that this was coming. Lying in your ear, telling you that they love you, emotionally manipulating you. Someone could have been a boss at their job and talking while someone's at work that came out. They destroyed this soulmate connection and left you mentally and emotionally unstable because of their lustful, sexual, deviant fucking energy. Lying about cheating on you, abusing you. They could have been doing voodoo on you, and you keep having to heal from this shit. You are constantly working on trying to transition out of all this fucking energy. All they're doing is trying to create endings and permanent endings in your life. Wanting you confused, but you saw through the veil. You saw through this person, and they're obsessed with you, and they can't stand it because they moved on with this Ice Queen here, this mature man, and you were this divine being that's very gifted and in your North Node, and they walked away, and this ascended energy, they walked away for this third party. This karmic masculine had an entity attached. It was a lustful Jezebel. We got a dark high priest here. My daughter's phone just started talking. You're in this, left you in emotional pain. You're in this rising star energy. You're in alignment, high priestess energy. Doing rituals on an earth angel. You trusted this person. And all they did was create conflict. They wanted to destroy how people viewed you. They didn't want you to be able to manifest your stability and security. They wanted you in poverty. They wanted your health bad. They wanted doing bindings on your health and your well-being, trying to bind your money, affecting your finances and your children. Manipulative. Very manipulative. Manipulating you into thinking that it was real love. God, what a piece of shit. Well, you're single, you're sexy, and you're successful, and you're mature, divine feminine, divine masculine, and you love yourself. You're focused on creating your own happiness, and just the thought of this asshole coming near you with a love offer ever again makes you so angry. There could be some kind of a legal situation to where unexpected money could occur. A lot of money. This person was dealing with flying monkeys, and they walked away and created a commitment with this person. This death magic, they're awakening to their karma. It's coming back on them. Your ancestors rolled up and said, I think not. Doing love spells to manipulate you emotionally. Then coming back towards you acting like, oh, they're this nice person. You could be spying through divination, using divination to see if it's working, doing rituals. And now these spells are backfiring, and they're obsessed. They're full of jealousy and envy because of you being a powerful manifester, and because whenever they walked out and abandoned you, you're just unbothered, and you grew to a whole new beautiful level of self, and they can't stand it. Alright, let's roll the dice. We've got double Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Virgo. Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Cancer. We'll do it one more time. It could be your signs or someone's signs that you're dealing with. They may or may not resonate. Don't get hung up on the signs. I just like to pull them just in case. Leo, double Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Could be significant. Alright guys, you just take this how it resonates. I hope I don't get anyone too triggered. Trust me, this was definitely like a personal reading for me right here, so I understand what you're going through. Please only take what parts of it resonate with you. If they don't resonate, don't force it to fit. Leave it for someone else, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you all for being here and for spending your time with me and little sweet Evie Pooh. We appreciate and love you so much, collective. Thank you guys. Bye.